Hey there, CG Math students, and welcome to Notes R.12. It's our final day on subtracting fractions. We're going to move on to the other operations next week. So let's make sure by the time we get out of here today, we know exactly what we're doing with this stuff. First thing we're going to do is find the sum or difference, then write the letter above the line that the answer corresponds to, and that's going to answer this riddle, why was the broom late? Anything I don't finish, you're going to finish in partner tasks and report to either me or the other teacher in the room to get your classwork point if it's correct. So if you finish early, just start on the Ames Web homework and wait for your partner to get ready. All right, so letter E, 4 1/2 minus 8 2/10. Obviously, we know the common denominator here is 10. So I'm multiplying by 5. Yes, I wrote that down, so should you. So it's 14 5 over 10 minus 8 2 over 10. So when I do this, I get 3 over 10 for my fraction and 6 3/10. So 6 3/10 would be letter E. I find it up here. It's right there, letter E. Notice if I come across an answer that's not up at the top, that means I've made a mistake. So circling my answer, this is shown full work. All right, let's do one more. 4 4/8 minus 3 6/12. So 8 12, the common denominator is 24. Times 3 times 3 times 2 times 2, because I'm trying to make my denominators 24. Right? So it's 4 12 24ths. Sorry, messed that up. 4 12 24ths minus 3 12 24ths. Right? So when I do my subtraction, well, 12 minus 12 is 0. So I could say 0 24ths, right? And 4 minus 3 is 1, or I just say 1, right? So I'm looking for 1, and I'm going to put an R on it. There's 1 right there, and I put my R there. Okay? So the rest you'll obviously be doing in partner tests. On the back, you also have some word problems that you'll do in partner tests. You want to write down what we know, what we want to find out, and then using our key phrase here to figure out if it's addition or subtraction, and then solve it. So Alicia buys 7/10 pounds of cheddar cheese. She uses 1/2 to make a sandwich for lunch. How much cheddar cheese does she have left? So we know she's got 7/10 pounds of cheese, and we know she uses 1/2 pound. So that's all the information we know. We want to write it all down. Don't come up to the teacher with your partner unless you haven't written all of it down. And we want to find out how much cheese she has left. All right, so we got 7/10, and then how much you have left of something is a subtraction problem, so minus 1/2. Least common multiple here is 10, so I'll multiply by 5. That then gives me 7/10 minus 5 over 10. I will subtract, I'll get 2 over 10, but then I must simplify because 2 over 10, they're both even. Anything that ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, if both numbers do, you can divide them by 2, so I get my answer of 1/5 pound lb of cheese. This is pound, not 16. All right, so I've shown all work here. You should look at your paper right now and make sure you have everything written down. Questions will only be accepted for classwork points if you and your partner have every single thing written down. Last one I want to take a look at is it's 13 1/3 miles from Maywood to Elmont and 22 3/4 miles from Elmont to Kensington. How far is it from Maywood to Kensington if you go by way of Elmont? So basically they want to go Maywood to Elmont, 13 1/3, and then Elmont to Kensington, or they just want to just go Maywood to Kensington. So basically you want to add these two, right? So I have plus 22 3/4, and actually we want to, what do I need to know? So M to E is 13 1/3 miles, and then E to K is 22 3/4 miles, not minutes, miles, excuse me. How far from M to K, basically. All right, so you're going to add these two up. You're going to find your common denominators. which happens to be 12, so times 4 here, and times 3 here. It gets you 13 and, I'll write it here, 13 and 4/12 plus 22 and 9/12. When you add it up, you get 13/12 and you get 35, right? Sorry. And so 35 and 13/12, you can obviously change that to 1 and 1/12 plus 35, and you'll get 36, because 13 1/12 is 1 and 1/12, plus your original 35, 36 and 1/12 miles. All right, so now you and your partner got the rest. Don't forget this error analysis problem. That's it.